Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. May 19th, we're going to review 0-day options on SPY and the small account challenge. We've got a little track made for today's price action from DJ Hilo from Eric's Discord. Pretty sick, actually. Yeah, he told me I could use it. So, probably pretty quiet, but if you want it, hit me up. Probably share it. Anyways, the 30-minute so candle's been pretty big, and that's why the IV's been higher. There's just been larger candles. The range today not super crazy. Let's see, I think it was a lot tighter than yesterday. A little bit tighter than yesterday, like 7 points or so. This is Eric's chart. He's SPY Day Trading on YouTube. You can follow him along in the Discord, and that's in the description. I just lose my mouse. Okay. Yeah, no gap really. Just kind of grind it down. Not a whole lot of 30-minute moves intraday. The break on green, I didn't really trade that one necessarily. That was pretty early. I did kind of trade this one, the break back up into green right here. But more or less still just kind of stuck between the moving averages at this point, and a bit of a wedge. Yep. So that's what I had charted. I adjusted. This purple was different. No, okay, I left it. So I had purple there, green for the controlled or the precision buying, purple for the bearish controlled buying, gray, bullish controlled selling. And yeah, I just stuck with green for the buying and selling today as far as the steeper channel, steeper algos. Coming off of yesterday, trying to be chill, not too crazy since it was a pretty big day. Success, yeah, kind of. Wasn't a big red day, which is nice. I ended up trading quite a bit, but in fairness, we did have just a chop until like 12:30. So grindy. Wish I saved some buying power. There's some nice trades end of day. I just kind of didn't have a power for mentally or monetarily. My first trade was 10:04. I bought a call. Okay, yeah. So I completed this cup here. I did have gray at that point and purple. So a little bit different here. Okay, yeah, that's right. So it broke the green selling here. So this was kind of in the middle of the wedge, but I was looking for just a handle. Once it broke that, I decided to jump in and I think I probably used this green for my stop. So I was out of it next candle. 93 to 83 on that first one. Just quick in and out right there. Next one was at 10:21. It was a put. So broke the purple, complete the inverse cup here. I didn't have gold yet. 21. Okay, that was because of a break on this gray. So it looked like to me it was breaking out of this bullish controlled selling into this steeper green algo. I got it on this candle, this 10:21, with gray being my stop. And I got this gray from here. Resistance, support, resistance. And it was kind of reacting here a little bit, not quite hitting it, but the one clue on this one that maybe not like it too much was the volume. Once it broke it, it didn't really increase in volume, like it was triggering stops. One other issue was, what time was that? Yeah, I think where it was on the 30-minute, it was basically at the bottom. I think, right? Where was it? Another Tuesday at the desk. Yeah, it was close to that green for support. I think that's what I was also concerned with. So this one, unfortunately, is kind of a big range. Yeah, these candles were big again. 731.75, They're 128. So that's a half point candle just right there. So this one was $1.41 to $1.26. 10.21 to 10.23. So I was in it right here. Not the best fill, but got out when this thing wicked up here. Oh, let's see. 10.46. I was in put. Grind it up, build liquidity with purple there. Didn't really make nice structure here as far as head and shoulders. Just kind of built liquidity and then sold off. This gray I hadn't put in there yet, which would have been a nice wedge trade if I had seen that. I had it up here, but then after this rejected here, I put it in there. I'm like, that would have been such a nice clear stop entry on that engulfing candle, or just once it hits there, just to catch it down to the purple if it doesn't break through. But yeah, again, not real structure here. So I jumped in right here though without the structure, knowing that, and getting on 10.46, thinking it could double bottom. I'd like a retest on gray, but it might not because again, no head on this shoulder. So I think I dumped it actually right here for a little gain. Yeah, 125 to 139. I closed it right here, like right here for low a day. So just a quick little scalp there. I guess I'm happy I read that one right and didn't try and hold for bottom of gray or anything like that. If it made structure, then yeah, sure. But yeah, I think green was also holding it up on the 30 minutes still. Yeah, next one was at 11.24. So same deal here, breaking purple. Again, structure was pretty ugly. Looking for continuation down gray, or maybe even an inverse cup close. Kind of tried with this wick. This one I think I maybe didn't execute it as well. Yeah, 11.24 to 11.26. Held till there, as it broke back up into purple. So the small red one there. 111 to 101. I didn't have this other one's this gold or this one. I just had purple at that point. So I think I got a little whipsaw in here, unfortunately. Oh no, that's right. I didn't get whipsaw. I just got, yeah. So 11.27, I got back in. Since it did resist, started resisting that purple, I was just retesting it. Because then I put another one up here on these bodies. These candlesticks, these wicks, and then yeah, I was like, all right, maybe it's just retesting. So actually, I got it back in. Let's see, yeah, 27 on this one, and then jumped out at 28. So I was 111 to 95. I jumped out when that thing was green up here. So to try and avoid doing that when I have a failed kind of breakout like that. I mean, sometimes it'll break out and then kind of come back up and retest a level and then make a little head and shoulders or whatever, but oftentimes it doesn't, and I just haven't quite charted everything. So when I fail, when the trade fails in the breakout, kind of not try again until I've charted something new, is what I've tried to do. I kind of failed at it today. Sometimes it's good to take a reversal then, because it's actually just not breaking and you just chart it wrong. In this case, there was no structure anywhere, so it's just big liquidity. Next one was at 12.05. It was a put. Yeah, so this was for this gray resistance that I had. Kind of missed that entry, but I got it like here on this candle, using gray for my stop. This one did come down. It actually got pretty green, I think. I didn't take it. Again, I didn't. I don't think I. No, I must not have had gold yet. Yeah, 12.05 to 12.08. Oh, it was just a break even. Yeah. Oh, I stopped out right there. Oh, so I missed that little move down. Is that true? Oh man. 1205 to 1208. Yeah. I got in there. Oh yeah, I started consolidating, and since it was a red wedge trade, I was like, I'm not gonna try and. I didn't want to wait for it to come back up here and stop me out. So I was like, I'll just do break even. So that's what that was. It did end up coming down to, I think I did have gold at that point, somewhere in this area. And that was literally the trade I was looking for from here to here. So in this case, I didn't feel like trying to manage it, being that it was just kind of a wedge. But it did end up happening. 12-12. Gonna put, yeah, this one. So I think it might, like I said, it was somewhere down here. I think gold was maybe like here. Yeah. This wick got me 12-12, 83 cents out at 12-14 for 75 cents right here. Jumped out. What did I do then? 12-14, I was out. Is that what I said? 12-14? Yeah, so accuracy is pretty low to this point, given it's quite a chop. Basically, any trade that would be successful has to be a wedge trade. All the breakouts are not actually happening. 12-20. So right here. Finally broke the gray. With this wick up here. So broke the gray. Thought about scaling into this, but at that point my buying power is getting quite low. And I was like, man, there'll probably be good trades later because it's been such a grind this morning. So I just stuck with one here. I really wanted to get another one, seeing that it was breaking gray. And I think that was also, yeah, that was also, I think, setting up for this break back into green. It was somewhere here. So let's see. Yeah, 12. What did I say? 12. Oh yeah, 12.20. Bought it for 78 cents. Held through this for a bit, no problem. Couple nice big green candles. I sold it on this candle right here, 12.25. Because at that point I had charted the gold right here, and so that was my first take profit. I didn't wait for the very top. I was a little shy on it. Happy to just have a green trade. And yeah, honestly, if I tried to hold it, like I don't know what I'm even holding it for, because I didn't have this gray at that point. It would have been for Hive Day, which for one contract that would have been a little tricky to hold through all this. This red hadn't been charted yet. You know, once this red's charted, sure, it's easy. Buy it and just hold it till it breaks. But at this point, it was like, okay, it broke gray, which I thought there was probably a flatter one, which I think was this, but I hadn't charted yet and I didn't know where it was. So I figured upside was gonna be limited to that. What I did have though was this gold, which is bearish controlled buying. So in case this did want to come back down, this could have theoretically just been ahead for this shoulder. Yeah, so that was my reason for that exit there. So nice little green trade though, 78 cents to 98. Mitigate some of those losses. 155, so this was an hour and a half later. 38 cents at 155 for a call. So I kind of watched some of this happen. I was looking, so then it completed the cup. Broke out of it, kind of kept grinding. So we've got an overflow cup, which is good. Came down right here. I got a call. So this one was for a retest on Hive Day here, this blue line, as well as this gray, which would have been, whoops, would have been more like that right there. Nice wick down there, a little engulfing candle. So I was in it here for a stop on here. Hey, how did I manage this one? I say 155. Yeah, 155. Sold it. Bought it for 38 cents. Sold it for 46 at 203. right here. Yeah, it was just kind of grinding up, and oh, I maybe even had this at the top. Yeah, yeah, that's probably why I did it. I don't think I had this other one at that point. Yeah, I sold it right here. What did I say, 203? Yeah, 203. Because of that, I didn't have this other gray here yet. So that leads into the next trade, which was red one at 205. So 203, I got out of that one. 205, I got back in because it broke that gray that I had here. And close that out at 216, 48 cents to 37. So waited all the way until it broke this purple. So I guess I'm just assuming at that point, like it might not be the case, but I'm just assuming there's a flatter bullish controlled selling than what I had. And I should have, before jumping back in, I really should have just started charting and tried to find it. And I don't even know if this was right. I just kind of got the starts later in the day. I think it was, though. You can kind of see it reacting here, 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 here. I think this was it, but I didn't have it then. If I did, it would have been a nice trade here. This would have been a nice trade here for that break. It would have kept me from trading in here. Yeah. 205, 216. Next one was at 258. I bought a call. Let's see, yeah, so this was all the way down retest on the gray of this break. So I got it right here. Also the gold, support on gold. So double spot for support. Of course, I was going to use kind of gold for a stop. I got it. Let's see what happened here. Oh, okay. This was. Let me get this and get a handle here. I bought it at 258, and then it was kind of grinding around, and my wife was ready to work out, and I almost didn't, but I was like, it's probably better I'm not. Or actually, no. Let's see. No, I was actually working out through here. I ran back when I saw this, and I got a call, and then I put a stop on it. It wasn't an amount stop. It was if SPY's below a certain price, it'll stop it out. So that one stopped out. It's kind of confusing here on. Oh, that's the trigger. Okay, that one stopped out at 304. So this little candle right here, unfortunately, stopped that one out. I came back to my computer and picked up another call. Actually got back in right here because it was still kind of holding this area. It was holding the retest on gray. We completed the cup. I was thinking this could be a big handle, and yeah, so even though it stopped me out there, I was able to get back in, thankfully. And this one was a sick little trade. 306. I got it for 34 cents, and a couple candles later, nice big green one, another big green one. I closed it at 315 on this candle. Wow, I freaking top ticked it. Partially maybe because I had this gray here, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure if it was selling that gray or what, but yeah, I wanted to take profits on it. I mean, I really wanted to come all the way up here or break and keep going, but thought this thing's up pretty good. I need to close it, and it was at this gray, so in case it was selling in that, which I guess it was, because that was I didn't even notice that. I stepped back away and finished the workout. 315. Yeah, so that was 34 cents to 72. So that's about 100% on a wrong direction trade, really. I mean, the thing was coming down, so that was kind of cool. It did come down, broke that gold, and then I tried to kind of trying to see if there's something flatter going on here. Man, hindsight, it's like such a clear retest on that gold. But where was I here? Was I still working out? I was, you know, I took a trade on Weeble too. Let me see what that one was at, because that will clear things up. I did take a trade in here. 1524. Oh, I just got an awful entry. I opened up here. Okay, that's right. So here I thought it broke gold, but then it found support on gray, and I was like, all right, so maybe it's breaking gold and not like actually selling it. So it's using gray as the support on the way down, so selling gray and not something steeper. So I think that is why I got in here, or maybe I got in early. It broke gold, and then I was maybe waiting for it to break this gold. Yeah, or sorry, this gray right here, this selling. So yeah, I got in on this candle somewhere. I can't quite remember. 25 cents. Closed out on that one. Right, it broke back up into gold. Yeah. So this one, what would help me not trade this one, which end of the day is somewhat of a gamble regardless, but it happening so early, like in the last 30 minutes. Yeah, if we're gonna actually have a big move down, sometimes it'll need 30 minutes, but oftentimes it just happens in 10 minutes and it's not as big of a move like we had here. In this case, I maybe didn't notice it breaking gold and then notice gray as support. Yeah, I don't think I did. That's what it was. That's why I got in that thing. I just saw it breaking that, and I wasn't thinking about this gray. It could find support on that gray. And it really needs to break that. And I think there was a lower, potentially a lower one with these resistances here. I couldn't quite find it. So yeah, that one stopped me out. Man, it was a nice retest here, but I had no buying power. So I wasn't really looking at it. I had like $11 on the Weeble account. And it came down, and I was like, at some point it's going to break it here. I'm not sure exactly where it is from my charting. It's kind of what I ended up with. Broke. Little retest here. This is 49, so this is the 10-minute candle. It rips down. I'm like, okay, that might be it. And then it kind of settles here. I threw green in there. I'm looking for a move to low a day. At $11 buying power, and so I could only afford a 732 contract. And so got a 732, and it went up to like, it actually went up from $11. I got it for 10 cents. It went up to 18 cents. But again, of course, I was looking for a move down here, which would have put it 25 or 30 cents. Did I really sell it for 3? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so bought it there. It was the right idea. I shouldn't have enough buying power to get a 733. I would definitely got a 733. Got it here. It came down nicely. I sold it, I think, on this candle. Or no, I sold it on 59. I was really hoping the last minute candle just flush. So that was the right trade. But I didn't have buying power for that strike. So here are the trades today. Quite a bit of trades. Need to avoid that chop a little better. Scroll up and down, you can see them. This is that that trigger. It's an automation trade, so if this, then that, basically. And if SPY is below this level, then it'll trigger a market order on that contract. That's why that one's kind of weird looking. So this is the trigger, and then that's the market order. So basically a flat day. I was like a tiny bit green before that last 10-minute trade, down $2. So super grateful for that. I was down like all day until that one trade. What, this one right here that I actually came back from doing an intense workout and just caught it, which I was stoked about. So happy that brought me out. Just took one trade to basically mitigate the losses from all those choppy trades. And then on this one, if I didn't pick a 732, it had 733. Look at the here it is. Yeah, so I would have gotten it for about 25 cents right here. This is about the time I picked it up. 20 to 25 cents. It's went up to 60 something, so it almost 3x'd, which would have been nice, but yeah, there's no problem. Price action day wasn't bad. Had to be patient for this. Coming out of here, I'm pleased I caught that. I think I executed it right with what I had drawn. Of course, if I had this drawn, it would have been much easier to manage and then re-enter. I had no idea where to re-enter. I was just kind of waiting for it to complete a cup. That would have saved me over here from that trade. So yeah, failed breakouts. I need to just kind of reassess and chart some more to make sure it's not just respecting a different algo. That's kind of what I need to work on. Yeah, I guess a little red on the Weeble. A bit red on here, but basically break even. So happy about it. And come back tomorrow. I'll try and trade it less. I mean, if it's setting up, there's just not much structure in here, and you can still trade it. And I guess the one trade I actually traded it right with the lack of structure, which was this one, knowing that this wasn't a good structure to go down, so I was quick on profits. I just didn't do that most of the other times. Like this one, I was holding too long. I should have quick gotten out of it, since but if I had drawn this earlier, it would have definitely kept me from trading this trash. Would have given me buying power to be able to leverage up a little bit on this one, and would have been able. I could have gotten in here. Yeah. So this was a nice setup right here. Even though it's not like great structure, I mean, you say inverse head and shoulder, but really to me it's just a break of that gray. That's all I can really say. And then upside risk is to this gold right here, or really this gray. So yeah, I could have held for that, I guess. Anyways, yeah, and then on the downside, this was nice. Happy that one felt good. I don't know how to really catch like these grind downs, which I guess I'm fine with. I mean, if I had this drawn, I guess I could have gotten one here, just out of resistance, get a put, but I know some people can just like figure out when to enter on here and how to manage it well and hold all the way to here, and I just don't quite. Maybe I do. I don't know. Some days I do get like the mean reversion type trade, or like the return to safety, like I did yesterday or the other day. Maybe I'm just better at doing it with calls than puts. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. That'd be weird. Anyways, sub up, like up, comment down, happy money sticks around. Thanks, DJ High Low at Eric's Discord for these games. Peace out. See you tomorrow.